Hello, Marksman520 here, bringing you another episode of our Serbian campaign. Now, a few things have changed since we left off. There's one main reason why it's taken me so long to get this out. It's been like 2 weeks or something like that since my last recording, and well, the one that I actually sent out, part 4, I think, or part 5, was it? I can't remember. So it's either part 5 or part 6. But the last one I sent out, which is only 13 minutes long, which is unusually short, is because I was going to extend. If you watch the whole video, it says, I'll stop it here and resume when we get some action. Well, I ended up using that bit instead as the entire part because we ran into a little problem. The problem being that Fraps didn't record a certain part that I, I saved it under a new file, and then I load out the old file and try to do it again. But then there's a huge problem. I didn't think that this would happen, so I didn't save it when we left off. So I tried to do it a little bit from the very beginning, but and hope that nobody would notice, but I couldn't get the same results, and it was very good results. And anybody who's played Victoria 2 knows that it can change, that the AI does something one time, and then if you load out a previous save file, the AI will not do the same thing. This was virtually the same thing. I couldn't get the AI to do the same thing, and it was something that I really liked and really helped us. So I'll explain exactly what it was. So if we come over here, the Ottomans actually, believe. Okay, so we click on the Ottomans, and we are allied to them because the Ottomans did accept an alliance. I also noticed that Ionia here was no longer in the sphere of influence of the United Kingdom. It was no longer part, the United, nobody, they were allied to nobody, they were nobody's sphere of influence. So I was able to get and this wasn't recorded by Fraps, and I didn't save the previous file before when I cut the video, which I should have. It's so stupid of me. But, so it's all been, I can't record it. I tried to do it again, but then the Ottomans didn't want the alliance anymore. So we got an alliance with the Ottomans, and then Mike got caught, and then we were able to use the right of way, military access, whatever, and we took the Ionian Islands here because they were no longer protected by Great Britain or anybody, and they're pretty defenseless. So we now have our seaport, and I was going to end the video there, but then I went back and looked at my Fraps recordings and found out that it was not recorded, and I was so upset, and I tried countless times to get it to go the way it went before, and it was such a good thing to have happen that I did not want to kind of erase what happened and just go as if, because I really needed that to happen. And it did happen the first time, but then I did it several times after, and the Ottomans were like, fuck you. So, my keeps getting caught on the my table. But, so if we zoom in here, and this is shortly after, this was shortly after, there was a little distance of time. This was shortly after we took it, these two provinces. But it's not too far after. We did start building a navy. I do have a few ships, actually, so this might actually be a little bit further after. But we don't have 42 ships here. That somebody else's fleet is docked there right now. I don't know why. It's probably the Ottomans. They're the only ones who have military access, but it won't let me see if I click on it. It's blank for some odd reason. Because when I click on it, it clicks on my ships because I don't even have ships there. See if I click on it, it says nothing, but there it did say like 0.0. I don't think we have ships here. I don't know what's going on there. It's buggy. But if we go over here, we only got 2 units back there, and then we got these guys. I think the Ottomans canceled military access, so we couldn't send soldiers back. I think they did that. But that's fine. Because we want these soldiers here anyways. Because, I still have my forces mobilized. I think that's on purpose. Because I was planning for an invasion. I was planning for an invasion of Tunis. So I think I left my forces there. I don't know, it's been a long time. So I think I left these forces here because I was planning on invading Tunis. And I think this is actually ready. Actually, I think the invasion's actually ready. I think, let's see. Oh. I think I just started justifying it when I was supposed to end the video. So we're justifying a war against Tunis to establish protectorate. I think that's where I was gonna end the video before, so that's where I saved. So that's what we're doing. We're justifying a war against Tunis. So I apologize for you guys not being able to see everything. It just really upset me. I tried countless times to get it to go the way it went the first time, and it just didn't do it. And I don't know, you can probably understand one reason why I wouldn't want to let that, wouldn't want to give that up, because it puts us in such a great position. I mean, our country's split up here, which makes it hard, because we have to rely on military access by the Ottomans, which makes things very difficult. But it will allow us to build a navy. And at this time period, navies rule everything. If you have, you're a strong naval power, you can do just about anything. So as you see, we can see all the Ottomans' territories and stuff. We do have an alliance, but I think they canceled military access because they're assholes. So anyways, I'm going to start playing here. Huh. So this thing's bugging out. It's like 24, it's like 34, now it's back to 3. It's like, ah. So we're going to play here, and we're losing money. So I think we're keeping our mobilization. Because I think one unit here is a mobilized unit, a militia. Can't really tell. No, actually, I think these are all soldiers. And this unit back here, because we couldn't get any soldiers back there to defend our country, I think we mobilized these guys just in case. Which they're not even going to really, we're bordered by 3 extremely powerful countries. I don't think 3,000 soldiers is going to be enough, but so we're justifying a war. I think our navy, and it was spotted, which isn't good. If you notice up here, we now have 18.25 infamy. We are up there, so we got 7.6 for that. But it's not horrible. But it means we're going to have to wait a bit before we can go to war again. Sorry, music. So, I'm sorry for that. I would have had a video out sooner if that wasn't an issue, but I figured I might as well explain the entire issue as to why it's been like 2-3 weeks since a real Serbia game has been released by me. So, as somebody mentioned in the comments, they want me to play Ethiopia next because they haven't seen any Ethiopian um, Let's Plays before, or nobody's ever done one. And I've actually, and if you read the comment, I replied to him, and I didn't write down his name. I probably should have written down his name and just given him a little shout out, but you'd see him because there's no comments except his. So, anyways, I've experimented around with Ethiopia before, and I could definitely do that. That's definitely something I'm gonna do once I'm done with either Serbia or Modena, whichever comes first. But once I'm done with either of those, I think we have an alliance with Greece. We did have an alliance with Greece, but I think we had an alliance with Greece as well. I'm not sure if that was in the other part because I didn't look it over before I uploaded it, which I probably should have. Oh, we're on pause. But we did have an alliance with Greece. I'm not sure if we do now, though. I don't think we do because we don't see the whole country. No, we did have an alliance with Greece, but I think they backed out when we declared war on Ionia because we asked the Ottomans to aid us because we were allied with the Ottomans and the Greeks, and we asked the Ottomans and the Greeks to aid us, even knowing that Greece, because it said impossible that Greece would join. I don't really care, but the Ottomans would join, and that's what I wanted because I needed their help a little bit. I don't really need their help, but it was just kind of like insurance, I guess. I don't know. So we're capped on diplomatic points, so I want to start spending them. We want to make sure we keep one to actually declare war once our justification, which should be up soon. Yeah, it's at 82%. So I want to make sure we keep one point at least. But we have to spend some of this because you're capped at 9. So if you go to 9 and you don't spend any of your diplomatic points, then it just doesn't build up and you kind of lose the points. So we can't get an alliance. They don't want military access, so we're done with the UK right now. Let's see if we can build a relationship with France. France is actually at war with the Ottomans right now. Wait, Tunis doesn't have any allies, do they? No. Good. Good. So, France has already sphered Algeria, so that's going to kind of put them out, and they've also allied with Morocco, so that's going to kind of put us to where we can't invade them. So we can't go there next. We might be able to go to Egypt, but the Ottomans might intervene with that. The Ottomans are currently in a giant war. If you didn't see, I kind of went to it briefly. They're in a giant war here with the U.S., Egypt, and France, who are defending Egypt from the Ottomans. There's also a war, Franco-Prussian War is going on right now, between France, Spain, and Switzerland, and then these small German states, Württemberg, Baden, there's Portugal, Netherlands, Sweden, Denmark, and the North German Confederation are in those wars. And we're the only ones justifying. And Tunis does not have any allies, or it's not a satellite of anybody, so as long as they don't get allied or satellited. So at about 90%, I think we're going to load up and just wait outside. So I don't know why these guys aren't moving. I set a, I don't know what's going on. This game's like bugging out. It's pissing me off. I have a rally point set here. So I think we got, what, 4 units, and we got how many transports combined? So I built us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 transports. Maybe I don't know what I was thinking. Maybe I was expecting another unit, because we only got 4, I think. Yeah. I don't know, maybe it was just for the future, I don't know, and I also built 2 frigates just in case, because I know they will have a small navy. I don't want to lose any of my transports if I can help it. And as you notice, we're in a little deficit here. I'm going to let that run because we have a lot of money to spare right now. So we got, was not paying attention. I want to have these guys loaded up and waiting, but we can get them loaded up now and just wait off the coast. Let's go right here. Yes. So, yeah. Whoa. I'm not liking that attrition, I guess, is probably what it is. Not really liking that. I hope that's their only army. If that's their only army, we brought plenty. So we're gonna want to unload these guys. They might have another army someplace. Oh, we gotta declare war first before you can invade. So let's declare the war. Calling our allies. They're not gonna join. We don't need them. So we're not gonna call them. Then again, France might intervene since they're right there. But I'm hoping they don't, because France is in 2 wars right now, so I'm really hoping that they don't want to intervene. And just in case, we're gonna increase relations with France, because we're at 40, and I was told 50 is about where you want to be, so that they don't attack you. And we're gonna increase relations with Spain as well. They might get involved. And I would do it. And we're gonna go with Italy too. I would do it with the U.S. because the U.S. kind of likes Northern Africa, but they're more into Egypt. The U.S. likes Egypt. So let's get those guys unloaded. And hopefully that's their only army, because where'd their army go? They had 1 unit right here, and it's gone. Okay, we'll just occupy this territory. I don't want to split up my soldiers because I don't know where that 1 unit went. I don't know how it disappeared. So we'll just occupy this territory then. We're losing tons of money. We have no taxes, that's why. I shut down the taxes, I forgot. I shut down taxes because we had a lot of money coming in. We really did, but I increased the tariffs. I maxed out the tariffs. And then I said, you know what? Since you guys are paying extreme tariff taxes, I'm going to cut your taxes. So we'll just max out the poor, because they can usually take it. Even when you max out taxes on poor, they can usually still take it. And our national stockpile is probably what's driving us up right now, so we're going to drop that a bit.